and I'm again recording in no makeup and funky hair, which I'm sure this piece is up. I know it's up in a lot of videos. But anyways, I'm about to head to the gym as soon as I finish this video. But I did some thinking. I just recorded my monthly favorites, and I know I made the mix up and I said April in there when I meant to say March, but I've just been so stressed and so because of finishing school and state boards coming up. And but anyways, right now it's April 2nd while I'm recording. Y'all probably see this the first or second week of April. And so many people around me, since I do live right by South Padre Island, are sharing their stories about spring break. Now, all over the United States, spring break varies, but it's normally in March. And then the last week is what's called Semana Santas, which is the Holy Week, or Holy, technically weekend is what it's celebrated on. And so much goes on during the entire month of March. And it just, it's funny. All the locals get together. I shouldn't say we get together, but we'll start sharing stories about, oh, this happened, that happened, blah, blah, blah. Well, I have a really interesting story that I want to share with y'all. So I'm doing a story time video today. And I'm going to share a story about when I had a spring breaker break into my home. So, here it goes. So, about 3 years ago, right before I started dating Dustin, I lived like right in the middle of the strip. Well, I shouldn't say like in the middle, but I was like right behind one of the businesses on the middle, and it was right in the middle of everything. So, okay, no big deal. But for me, I don't get a spring break really. I was doing summer classes, so I was doing online stuff. Plus, I worked spring break. And at the time, I was actually bartending. Yeah, little fact about me. I was a bartender before I went to cosmetology school. Well, while I had the day off, and I had a friend that was staying with me, she worked where I worked. And, well, she worked that shift. I didn't. I was home middle of the day studying for an online final that I had like 2 days later, doing some studying, doing some work, and, well, midterm, not final, correction on myself. But anyways, so I'm going about and I'm studying, doing my thing, and my friend texts me, hey, I just got out, I got out a little early, I'm on my way to your house. Okay, fantastic. You know, go back about my stuff and doing whatever. Well, I hear the front door open. Oh, I better say, I went and unlocked the front door. I don't just leave my front door unlocked during crazy times like this. So I went and unlocked the front door so she could come on in. So, go back, study, and do my thing. Front door opens. This person, whoever walks in this house, goes directly to the bathroom. Okay, awesome. I figure it's my friend Judy. Judy goes on, you know, figured, all right, no big deal. Because they went, like, they know exactly where my bathroom was. Gone directly in. So I get up and I go to the kitchen. I make me a glass of tea. I'm never going to forget this moment, clear as day. Person flushes the toilet. Then I guess, you know, wash their hands because the water was running. And then they walk out. So I look up to say something to, figuring it's Judy. Look up to ask her if she wanted to go to the beach or she wanted to do something or go eat somewhere or whatever. And there's this girl that I've never ever seen before. And she had on like an oversized tank top, which is one that they sell on the island. It was a Padre shirt because I actually think it's one I have that says Hoosier Padre. But anyway, so she had this oversized Padre shirt and bikini bottoms and this bikini top. That's all she was wearing, and flip-flops. So I'm looking at her and, who are you? She kind of looks at me and goes, well, who are you? Me and my friend Lucy are staying here. No, you're not. And I said, so who are you? Well, I'm Jennifer, and me and my friend Lucy are staying here. She's as serious as all get out. And I'm like, no, sugar, you and your friend aren't staying in this condo. You might be staying across the street in the ones that are identical to this, or in one of these units around it, but you're not staying in this condo. This is where I live year around. Are you sure about that? Yeah, honey, I'm positive you don't live here. And you're not staying in this condo. Again, maybe across, maybe above, maybe next, but not in this condo. Oh, okay. So then she walks over to the counter where I had a couple of beach towels because my brother was going to the beach with his friends, and he was taking my good towels, and I didn't want that. So I had like cheap beach towels sitting out because I think our parents were out of town at the time or something. I don't know, but they would go haywire had they known that he was taking all these good towels to the beach. So we had a couple of, like, you go to the tourist traps, which are what we call the little, like, the t-shirt shops and stuff on the island. You go there and they're like $3.99 beach towels because they're super low quality. So had a couple of those sitting out. This girl takes one, wraps it around her waist, and then walks it out the front door. Well, the way our condos were built is there's like 2 on top, there's 2 on bottom, and there's a stairway right down the middle for the top ones to go like up there. Well, she goes and she sits up about midway on those stairs and she's just like sitting there looking around like, where am I? What's going on? So these people that were staying above us were a bunch of like partiers there, and they were there for UME, which is the, I think, Ultimate Music event or something like that. It's a bunch of techno. That's all I know. I don't really go to it. Sorry, not my thing. But anyway, so they were there for that. So they go on, they come out. Oh, hey, you want to come party with us? So she goes up, she starts partying with them. Well, I happened to go out to my car like 2 hours later to get something, and here's this girl, and she had long dark hair, and she was, I say Oriental, I don't know exactly, I don't say, oh, she was Chinese, Japanese, Korean, and not be right, but she was some Oriental, or Asian, I don't know which one's the proper term, but whichever one's the proper term, sorry. But anyways, so she goes, and she's walking up and down the street, Jennifer, where are you? And I'm like, hey. And I describe the girl, you know, this is what she looks like, she's wearing the orange Hoosier Padre shirt. Yeah. She's up there partying. She just kind of happened to walk in my condo. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. She didn't do anything. And I was like, ah, she took a $3 towel. Don't worry about it. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. And she ran up to the door, was knocking on there, and they invited her in. And that's the last I saw her, to be either one of those girls. I'm actually probably sure they left, and because the people above us were actually like cool as hell. We met them later on, but yeah, just spring break in South Padre is crazy. Another, I'm going to tell, I guess maybe 2, maybe 3 stories. I have a couple of good ones. And this is all from the same week, like in a 4-day time span. So the people that were staying above us, they stayed like 3 days, and then other people came in for like 3 or 4 days. So we had a group that was there, and it was a bunch of guys out of Houston that were rappers and producers, and they were there to I don't know if they were DJing one night or actually performing one night at the beach bar called Clayton's, which is like the biggest beach bar in Texas. And they were there, and they happened to be staying above us. Well, they were partying. Well, little did most people know that South Padre Island actually has a noise ordinance of 11 o'clock. So at 11 p.m., if you are still partying your ass off and your neighbors don't like it, they actually can call on you. And the police department will show up and tell you you need to chill out. So these guys partying their ass off, and it like pissed my mother off. So instead of calling the police, my mother went up there, knocked on the door, and told them, hey, can you guys quiet it down? I'm tired, I'm exhausted, it's like 3 in the morning. I actually don't know if it was 3 for sure, but we were awake, and it was super late like that. But anyways, she tells them, go ahead, turn your music down, keep having fun, just I can't sleep, y'all are really partying back there by that balcony, and that's where my bedroom is, you need to chill out. So they got super pissed off, still partying, so my mom calls the police, you know, hey, look, this is what's going on. And being locals, you do kind of know some of the officers, so they do know to take it serious that it's local and not just a spring breaker calling to complain. So they went, took care of it, told them, hey, you guys need to quiet down, and we're driving up and down the street for, I guess, the rest of the night. At least that's what these guys said was the rest of the night. So, wake up, 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning, which is about the time my mom would always wake up, I would wake up and everything. Because if you need to go into like the mainland, because South Padre really is an island, you need to cross the 2-mile causeway to go to like the mainland. You need to do it early as fuck, because 9:30, 10 o'clock people are up and heading back to that beach, and they're hungover, and it's no fun. So got up, was gonna jump in the shower, and we have no water. And we're literally like, what the hell is wrong? So go along and get them to so we go on, trying to figure out what's going on, can't figure it out. Okay, the water bill's paid, this is done, blah blah blah. So finally we call a plumber. We don't have water to our unit, and we're not sure why. So he comes out there to like check it out and see what's going on. Guys above us were pissed off because of the cops being called, that they literally went, and I guess it wasn't just us, because the neighbor next door, she was a local and she owns her home, and she called on them too. They went to every house on our side of the block, every condo unit and everything, and shut off the water, because there is a valve in the back that you can turn the water on and off to the units. So she went to the units in the back and shut off the freaking water. Like, fantastic. So we ended up, like I said, called the plumber. He's out there and he's like, hey, your water shut off. What the fuck? And these guys are up on the balcony laughing their asses off. So it's obvious who did this. And they were like, well, I shouldn't even say it's obvious. They even say, hey, we told you we'd get you back, blah, blah, blah. You shouldn't have fucked with us. Excuse my language, because I did say I was going to start watching my language. But that was their exact words. Are you serious? Like, seriously serious. That's just how disrespectful people are down here, and I mean, that's my story about this. I just think it's funny. We had our water shut off by spring breakers. I had one walk in my house and steal a dang towel. And I have a third short story I want to share, but I think I'm going to hold off and share that one for another time because it is quite a long one that has to do like a 2-3 month time span dealing with some summer renters that we had, not spring breakers, summer renters. But oh well, that's it for this story time video. Give me a thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe. Until next time, bye y'all.